Hello everyone, Retrax here, and today we're going to continue on some of the work that we started doing on lighting and the base. So yeah, let's get started. Now first, I believe we're starting to do some alloy furnace here, and it's been I believe a day or two since I last logged in. Let's clear this up, and if I remember correctly, we had some iron here, correct. Now, in order to get that red alloy wire, I'll need some iron. I don't believe that much. Just gonna get a few. Let's get 5 of those. And some red. Actually, took off the recipe without even looking at it. Right. So I need 3 of those to make 12. I need 4 redstone per. Right. Copper. Why? I almost forgot about the copper. Right. So if I need 3. So let's make 9 of these. Actually, let's make 12. 12. And if I need 4 per, I need 4 times 12. That is 48. I need 48 redstone. Perfect. I think. Yeah. Alright, so I have my charcoal in here. I just dumped that in there. I believe you can put them up in any order. Yes, you can. Alright, I wasted a little bit of charcoal there, but well. But you can put them in any order here as long as you have the 2 ingredients that you need. You can put them in. You can put the copper over here, redstone over here. It doesn't really matter as long as the 2 ingredients are in the I guess the container here. And I should start getting some. Oh, okay, it makes 2 per. It doesn't say that here. Okay, so I guess I'll be making a lot of it then. Okay, now I made 3. I guess that's because I moved it and took out a bar already. Okay, so it does make 1 per. Okay, that's fine. Now, I have a full stack of white lamps. Now, one thing I keep on reading on the comments is the fact of my energy link not... Actually, I'm going to go to sleep really quick first. I should have done that before I started the episode, but I didn't quite look at the minimap. So I want to get my solar arrays working again with the light. Nice sunlight. Alright, now, so yeah, like I was saying, some of the people that keep on leaving comments about the energy link and the transformers maybe, and they say that if I put a bat box next to it, it will lower the... Where's my... Oh, okay, that's useful. It picks it up for you. But yeah, if I pick my EU reader, I want to test out if this gives me a reading. Okay, apparently it will give me a reading here. Right now it's 0. Correct. That's because I have it off. This is filling back up, and I want to put a stack of charcoal if I have any here. Charcoal, full stack of charcoal. Dumped in the generator. Not there. God. Alright, so put a full stack of charcoal there. Take this away. And this should really start powering up. Right. Now, if I use the EU reader with this now, wait a few seconds, do it again. Wonder if that's the output or just the input. Let me see this. 16. That's correct because each one produces 8 EU. So okay, so that's kind of nice. That means I'm not losing any power pretty much from all the way over there to here. I'm not losing any power at all. Okay, so that's nice to know. This, however, for some reason is giving me 26. Now I'm wondering if that's the output. Okay, no, that's because this is producing as well, isn't it? Yeah, okay, 10 plus 16, 26, okay. So that's how much is going into it right now. And this is off. Now, if I turn this on, I wonder if it'll give me the reading of how much it's consuming. Okay, so it is taking out 72 EU, even though it is connected to a low voltage transformer. That is correct. Alright, so whoever set that, thanks for that. Now, I want to try to see if the suggestion that he gave me was to connect a battery box next to it, next to a low voltage transformer, and then connect the energy link next to that one and see if that works. Alright, so frequency 1, so I remember that. Don't know if I need the wrench for this or if it will break or not, so I'm going to give this a shot here. Okay, so not doing anything with this. What about the other type of wrench? The last thing I want is to break it. I don't want to make a new one. Okay, so that's not doing anything either. So if I use a pickaxe, okay, it gave me back my my energy link, sorry. Alright, so let's check this. Okay, so it's not withdrawing any power right now. So this should be charging at 26, perfect. Now if I make a battery box, because I use my battery box for the electric pack, actually I'm gonna charge it up while I make wait, not with that. Alright, I'm gonna charge it up real quick while I'll make a new battery box, which is a bat box, because there's a difference here between a battery box and a bat box. I mentioned briefly the battery box, which is what I will need to charge my sorting machines, which is red power electricity, which is called battery box. While this one, which I always forget if it's I believe it's Industrialcraft. Yeah, I think it's Industrialcraft, not Buildcraft. I could be wrong here, but it's a different kind of a block. And this one holds EU, which is what we're using here for our machines here. So even though they're called pretty similar, they have completely different mod usage, I guess, because they both store energy, but in two different kind of mods. Now, what I need for this one is just wooden planks, RE batteries, and a copper cable. Now, I believe I have plenty of copper cables in here. I do. Now I have silver. Why do I have silver in here? What is this, tin? Okay, I'll need tin. I'll leave the silver here. Let's grab some tin. Dump that in there. I believe I need more redstone though. Just grab some from here. Should have enough. Alright, so I'll make 3 of these. So 3. Perfect. Some redstone here. And some cables on top. Okay, now I've got to be careful here because I can already see myself holding shift and making a shit ton of RE batteries, which I don't need. Alright, so I'm going to do that and just leave all that stuff in here. It's kind of a mess, but I should have some wooden planks here as well, so I can start already making this bat box. I'm drawing a blank here. Alright, so I believe it was the cable on top. Alright, perfect, battery box. Now, if I chug this battery box, I don't need chicken right now. If I drop the battery box here, now what this means it's charging from the other side, I believe. Okay, let me get the electric jetpack or whatever it's called. Put that on. Alright, so let's take a look at the... what is that? Does that mean because it's charging this? Is this going up? Okay, so this is completely up. So if I do this right now, okay, so still going at 26. This one, it's completely charged, so it charged really quick, obviously. Let me just make sure that all the measurements are correct. 16, 10, they go into this one, 26. This one should have 0, correct, because I don't have anything out of it. So what I want to do is check that one right there. Perfect, so that one's at 0 as well. So that's what I wanted to see. Let me just plug all this stuff back in. Now, let's see if I put the energy link though. So, what is it doing now? Okay, so 0, 26, 0. That's because I have nothing connected to it. Now, if I put up lever here, and torch is making me glitch out a little bit here. Now I can't put it here, or else I'm gonna put it down there actually, just a little bit out of the way. Okay, so that should be off right now. Let's check it. 0, 0 EU. Okay, so if I put my wooden conductive pipe, or whatever this is called, back on here, now that should have been powered now. So let's check this. 0, 0. Okay, if I turn this on and then check it, it's 1832. Okay, so it's actually withdrawing. Look at that. It does have a little usage. Let's wait a few more ticks extra. Okay, 0.04 EU over 56 ticks, 0 over 70 ticks. So right now it's on, but since it's not sending any power, it's let's check this one. That's a 0. It should be 26 still. Okay, perfect. Now, as you can see, that's why I go under, and that's because it was withdrawn 72, while I was only getting 26 in. And what I want to do now is put my power teleport pipe and see how much is going to withdraw from my. It's a little bit in the way, but oh well. Connected. All right, so that should be sending power now, and it should be on. So it's withdrawing 32 now. So it's not 72 like it used to be. Okay, but this is withdrawing 64 though. Why is that? So it's keeping steady, but it was drawn 64. What is this at? Wait, no, that's not what I need. I didn't see this. That is odd. So is withdrawing about 58 average, I would say. Yeah, 58.6, 58 average. I believe it's withdrawing because it's going down. Yeah, it's going down. So this is withdrawing 64 though, even though I swear it shouldn't because it has an LV box next to it. So I believe the person that suggested this was only looking at the energy link, which is in fact only withdrawing 32 EU per tick. But for some reason this is withdrawing 64, which is double of what it should. Now I wonder if it's giving me 64 because it's withdrawing 32 from there and then pushing 32 here. Huh. I wish there was a more precise way to do this. And I wonder if it has anything to do with this being there. Crap, really destroyed both of them. I'll grab my cables. Alright, so right now it's not connected at all. This one's not connected at all. Now I know I'm spending a lot of time, but I really want to figure this out. Alright, so that's still withdrawing 64. That is withdrawing 64, but this is only using 32. Now I wonder if that's because this one is getting power from the MFE at 32 and outputting at 32, so it gives us 64. This was withdrawing 32 from here, outputting 32 here, and that's why it's giving me 64, but this is only giving me 32 because it's only receiving 32. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but because this is actually outputting at 45, 39, and let's see if that makes any sense, because this is taking in 0. Okay, shit. Okay, that might make sense if I go back up and I get my sleep, get the sun back out. I think I might have figured this out after about 13 minutes of messing around with the EU meter, but this will, I believe, will help a lot of you guys as well, because I didn't know about it and I've been playing for a while now. So let's see here. Let's try this out again. Cable 16. Okay, it's receiving 16 like it should. Outputting at 10. So this should be 26 in, 32 out, and that's why it's giving me a measurement of 58. So that's about, yeah, it's a little it goes up and down a little bit here, but average is 58, as you can see here, over 104 ticks over a longer period of time. It is closer to 58. That's because it's coming in 16 in, 32 out. So the measurement that it's giving you is actually the input and output at the same time. So this should be 64 still. Sorry about that. That's my phone running out of battery already. I swear I put it to charge. Oh, that's a little sidetrack there. But at 64, 64, 32. All right, so that is working actually then. That is working. Perfect. So I'm just gonna cover this whole thing up. I believe if I put my cables in, Hopefully it should be like this. Alright, so that should work. Now let me check my, it should be 64 still. Okay, perfect. So that is only withdrawn actually 32, but it just looks double because it's input and output like I mentioned. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but what the hell, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna put that in there actually. I think we'll make it look nicer. Maybe. I guess you can't even see what it's on there. So that's fine. Right, so that's working. That's only outputting at 32. Let's check it out at our quarries. That one should be done. As you can see here, it has a line in there. This black and yellow line when means that it's done. There's a lot of stuff I should go and pick up. How far is this one gone? Let's see how far. We're at 19. Alright, so let's get into the diamond area. But let's get out of here before I drown. But whoa, sorry, it's so weird to fly this thing. I was getting used to my Swift Wolf Rending flying ring thing. But yeah, better than nothing. So yeah, that's getting close to finishing up. I really wanted to get my base ready before I moved the quarries yet again. And yeah, I haven't done much progress now since I've been messing around with this thing. So I'm gonna leave it up to now. Hopefully you guys understood what I was up to here, and it was important to figure out how the energy consumption works, so that way I can prepare better, I guess. I can link this whole thing in a better, more efficient way, I guess. So yeah, until next time, bye.